YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday, May 7th, 2022, and I hope y'all are safe and healthy. And for today's video, we are going to take a look at a build that I call Ridgeway's Battlegear, and this build straight melts. So we're going to start with the gameplay, followed up with the build breakdown as always. So YouTube, roll the clips.
An agent needs assistance.
Out. There's no pulling out. Keep fighting. The road to run out of
Serious trauma detected. Assistance.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of gameplay. Let's take a look at the build. As you can see, we are running a Vector with Satis, 3 pieces of Striker, the Ridgeway's exotic chest piece, 1 piece Sokolov, and then the Fox's Prayer knee pads. Now, if you guys have been following this channel or watch any of my videos, then you know that I love the Ridgeway Pride chest piece. It is my favorite exotic and probably my favorite piece in the game, mixed with Satis and Wicked. It just straight shreds. And one thing you don't have to worry about in this update is NSYNC's getting nerfed. So all these YouTube channels that's been putting out the NSYNC builds, my builds are still going to work because Wicked and Satis and all that, it's still going to be here. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Let's break down the pieces. For our primary, as mentioned, we are running the Vector, and this thing already has a high RPM, but mixed with the Striker, we are going to be pushing 1380 RPM, and so the object of this build is to kill fast, and boy, do we. I've got damage to targets out of cover in the 3rd spot, and we are running Sadist, which says, deal 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 4 kills, the next enemy you hit applies a bleed. For our secondary, I've got this exotic shotgun, the Scorpio. This thing hardly gets used, but it's there if you need it, and you guys can actually run anything as your secondary that you see fit. For our first piece of gear, the mask, we are running a Striker's mask, which has weapon damage and critical hit damage. For the chest piece, we are running the Ridgeway's Pride, which comes with weapon damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and a critical hit damage mod. It has the talent Bleeding Edge, which basically you put a bleed on the enemies that you're shooting at. You get some armor regen in return. Like I said, this is my favorite exotic. I love this piece. I have it on a lot of builds. You guys can pause the video, read the talent fully. For our holster, this is our second piece of Striker's Battlegear, and this gives us 15% weapon handling, and we've got weapon damage and critical hit chance. Now, the weapon handling is going to help because our RPM is going to be so high, it's going to be hard to control that Vector, so this will help out in that sense. On the knee pads, we are running the named Overlord knee pads, the Fox's Prayer. This is going to give us armor, damage to targets out of cover, and critical hit damage. Now, this is also amplified damage with our gun that has damage to targets out of cover. So this build is a lot of amplified damage. For the gloves, we are running our third piece of Striker's Battlegear, and this is going to give us that 15% rate of fire, and we've got armor and critical hit damage, and this is how we get the 1380 RPM on our Vector. Last but not least, for our backpack, we are running the Sokolov backpack, which gives us that 10% SMG damage. We've got weapon damage, critical hit chance, and a critical hit damage mod. And the talent we are running is, of course, Wicked, which says applying a status effect increases total weapon damage by 18% for 20 seconds. For our first skill, we are running the Striker Shield, which is exclusive to the Firewall specialization. I forgot to mention that is the specialization that we are running. Just for the med kit and for the extra damage to people in front of our shield. I just feel like the Firewall is the best specialization for PvP at the moment. For our second skill, I'm running the Jammer Pulse. I like it because it activates Wicked and it cancels out the enemy's skills. Taking a look at the stat sheets, we are at 58% critical hit chance and 145% critical hit damage. And now what you don't see is our damage to targets out of cover and the amplified damage that we're getting from all of our talents. Now, if I could change one thing on the build, I should go a little bit more armor. But like I said, this is a be killed or kill first build, and you're going to be melting so quick that you're going to kill enemies faster than they're killing you. That's going to do it for today's build video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash the like button and leave me a comment. As always, subscribe for more content in the future, and we will see you in the next video.